that point of view. And as far as the passenger cars are concerned, I would surely go in for something like Tata Motors PV.
Okay. Jay, your thoughts coming in on the auto space, anything you like in the auto sector? Two-wheelers or four-wheelers? What's your preference? And in that, if yes, then which one?
Well, when it has to be two-wheelers initially, because see, definitely I would say that the overall data as far as the auto stocks are concerned, the two-wheelers data or the two-wheeler stock names are better relatively. One of them is definitely Bajaj Auto. Interestingly, what has happened, Vinny, is that initially we did see a good up move or a bounce in this stock, particularly on account of short covering, because this was the only stock, Vinny, I would say, within the two-wheeler space wherein there were shorts. Otherwise, Hero, Eicher, you see TVS, all of them had seen a good long build-up, and the overall trend was also positive. This was the only stock which was pending to bounce back, and finally it did so. And now slowly and gradually we are seeing the numbers improving fundamentally. Not only that, but the derivatives data also seems to be improving. So I think that positionally, until now, the 94, 9500 levels are held out there on Bajaj Auto. The probability of an upside, the stock inching towards 11,500, 12,000 positionally seems to be very high. So this is one stock which I definitely like within the two-wheeler space. Hero MotoCorp and Bajaj Auto, and second would definitely be Eicher, because overall the Eicher numbers have also relatively been better so recently. So I think that until 6,800 levels are held there on Eicher Motors, the chance of a bounce back in this stock at least until 7,500 to 7,700 is quite high.
Okay, thank you so much, Jay, for your views as far as the auto space is concerned. But another sector that did quite well today were textile stocks. They rallied in trade after the government scrapped import duty on cotton for 5 months. Devyani Vibhute is here with all the details.
Well, India's textile sector just got a direct cost relief. And the government has removed the 11% import duty on raw cotton, and it's effective till October 2026. Now, in a conversation with CNBC TV18 earlier today, the Cotton Textiles Exports Promotion Council gave us more insight into what exactly triggered this particular move. Now, it's a domestic supply shortfall. Now, India needs up to 340 lakh bales of cotton, but the local production is falling short. To bridge the gap, up to 40 lakh bales are expected to be imported during this particular time frame. Now, why does this matter for garment manufacturers? Cotton goes into more than 55% of all apparels that are manufactured in India. In fact, we export more than 60% of the cotton that we have in India. So, cheaper imported cotton should ease input costs for spinners, apparel manufacturers and small textile businesses, along with helping bring down the cost of cotton prices and align them with international ones, making us more competitive in the textile space, as well as aiding in margin expansion across the textile industry.
Okay, Devyani, thank you so much for that. And that's why we've seen all these names buzzing around in the trading session, right? Whether Indocount or Nitin Spinners, Wellspun Living, all of them. And everyone uses cotton. As of now, it's a relief that comes in for these players, right? Because importing cotton at a bit of a lesser rate is something that benefits the cost, given that we've seen so much of the tariffs, trade deals, those issues still continue as well. But on that note, we're going to take a very short break. But Amrish, as well as Jay, thank you so much for joining us on the show as always, and hope to see you all more often as well. But on that note, we're going to slip into a break. After the break, we'll get to you top corporate voices, so stay tuned in.
Presented by Standard Chartered.
Welcome back to Markets Forward. Time to take stock of all the top corporate voices of the day. Cyient is betting on its recent acquisition of AI-native platform Tao to drive future growth as the company guides for mid-single-digit growth in FY27. Speaking to CNBC TV18, the company's management said that the acquisition is expected to start contributing meaningfully to earnings from FY28. The management added that the company continues to see weak demand in its energy business segment.
Okay, we also spoke to the management of Asian Paints. They Q for FY26, and the management told CNBC TV18 that the price hikes undertaken so far are adequate for the current environment. However, the company indicated that it may consider further price increases if geopolitical volatility intensifies. Management also flagged continued competitive pressure through FY27 and said it would assess market conditions and business performance on a quarter-by-quarter basis and depending on the ongoing global uncertainty.
And real estate developer Max Estates Noida sales have crossed 1,800 crore rupees despite the West Asia conflict. Speaking to CNBC TV18, the company's management said that it is planning to monetize its 17,200 crore rupee portfolio over the next 3 years. The management further added that demand was increasingly coming in from end users rather than speculative buyers. Lastly, the management held back on providing fresh guidance, citing current global uncertainties.
Okay, and with that, we're absolutely out of time on this edition of Markets Forward on CNBC TV18. Thank you so much for tuning in. After the break, we'll be back and there'll be more on news, updates, everything on the other side.
Co-powered by SBI, the banker to every Indian. Truly.
Any economy where women are part of decision making, that society, that country is bound to do better.
This country has 6 million tech workers. At least 35% of it is women.
The next horizon of growth for this nation will come from much more engagement of the female population of this country.
Three words that are told to women at every step of life that prevent them from becoming who they become are kya zarurat hai.
Presented by HSBC. Co-presented by Cognizant. Powered by Reliance Industries. Industry partner, Vicky.